Hello everyone, this is your Prashant. Welcome to Python Automation Selenium series, the PyTest. So today we are going to see the PyTest customs inbuilt and registered markers. Okay. First of all, what is the use of markers? Okay, generally if you are in real time, we will run 400, 500 test cases on a daily basis. But how we can categorize it? We cannot right click and run each test cases. So we need to create a framework. That framework based upon our configuration, it need to run. So how to configure which test case want to run based upon the categories. Okay. So basically I create a class. So as in previous class we talked about like how to create a file name like with the test keyword. Inside function also we need to create the test keyword like that I'm telling like this is a test regression. Okay, this is a regression test case, something, any test case. Okay. To how to bring the marker in the inside test case, I'm going to print, generally I'm printing like test one. Okay, how to bring a marker in a test. Okay, above the method we need to use at parameter annotation PyTest dot, you want to use a mark, that is a inbuilt function mark, so in the smaller case mark, and what is your name, like we get the customized name. This first topic is customized, so I am creating like regression. Okay, so this is my marker name. Okay, so what is what's the use of this? Suppose I have another test case. Okay, in this class I have another test case, like this is regression 2. Okay, right now I want to run only this file. How can I run it? So simply I'll click on the terminal will open. So I'm clicking clear. So if we clear, type means clear means it will clear everything in the terminal. I'm telling PyTest -m. So m is pointing the marker m, and I'm telling run the regression. Okay, see this is how we need to give. So PyTest -m and regression. See this, it will select the regression test case. See this, 1 is passed. So 3 is deselected. 1 is this one and 2 of them this thing. So I didn't run all 4. I only run on the which marker has the regression. Okay, the think in another way. I don't want to run the regression. I want to remaining the run it, whatever other things. So for this, in the same command, I'm clicking clear for this. Clear. So I'm typing PyTest -m. So in the quotation, I want to use a not regression. Okay, so this time what will happen? Whatever the test, the marker which is don't have a regression, it will run. Okay, right now it will run. It ran 3 things. 1 is deselected because 1 is contains the regression. Okay, so this is the customized marker thing. Okay, next thing is inbuilt. So what is inbuilt? So basically Python has a inbuilt markers. So I'm going to write here, we will see one by one. So PyTest dot mark dot, when I keep a dot, see this, skip file, fail, skip, those things. Okay, so what is the use of X file? Okay, here I'm telling like this case is going to be obviously fail because this is still in a bug is there, or that this is process still in development. So these kind of places I want to deliberately fail, expecting a failure. So how can I teach my code? I'm expecting a failure. So I'm going to give like, hey, see this is the X file. So it will have a failure only. So I'm going to fail this method assert 4 equal to 5. So obviously, you know, this method will fail here. Okay, I'm going to run here PyTest not regression. See this, when I scroll up, this method has x. See this, PyTest demo x. X means what? I'm already expecting. Okay, so this is so. Okay, so it's not a f. F means failure, but this is expected failure. Okay, so I'm going to give some extra things today. Like I'm going to add some other terms, like so there is a word called -v. Okay, so what is this -v? So -v is called verbose. So you want to have some extra information in a terminal. Okay, when you're running, you need extra information. So that time you can use a what? We can see this extra information I told, right? So it will give a clear vision. So that is the use of hyphen v. It's called verbose. Okay. So next thing is we are going to study about the register markers. You can ask me what is register marker. So when that is how I'm going to create another. I'm copying this. In a real time, what is happening? Two team members are working in the same team. Okay. So you are creating a different test cases. I'm creating a marker like regressions. My friend is creating regression, but both are is pointing to a regression only. But how can I control this to both of them equal, like making a good practices? We need to follow good practices in a framework. So this to control, so what is the only way of controlling? I need to create a markers in one place. Whomever in a team, they want to use the same marker name. So for that, right click, I'm going to right click, new file, PyTest.ini. So this is a file I'm creating. This file, there is so many use of this file, but in this file I'm going to create one marker. Okay, so simply, so I'm going to write a marker. So in this I'm going to create a whatever markers needed. So in this I'm going to write a regression. This is one word, regression. So what is this? This is will run the regression test cases. So I'm going to create another marker like sanity. So this is run sanity cases. Suppose you are having a login function. So I'm going to create a login marker, login. So I'm going like this is validate login feature. So okay. So what is this use of this files in a project question? And we need to mention this keyword like PyTest. So that is mandatory kind of. Okay. So after creating these markers, I'm creating a new markers. It's common for entire project. So in a single place, if anyone using these markers, they can use the same word. Okay. So I'm new to a team. Like how can I know what are the markers in a team? So in this project, so I'm going to write a PyTest hyphen markers. So when I write it, system will show what are the markers. See this regression we created, sanity we created, login we created. So simply I will know. So these are the markers. So what I will do in my project, I will use a regression word because I copy this regression word. So and I will also follow the here also regression. So the entire team have a same way of following the same pattern instead of creating duplicates markers. Okay. So I'm going to run again. Okay. I'm going to clear this entire thing. PyTest -m -v, like inside a v I'm giving like you want to give next to the -n because then only system will identify. So see this, it's run one passed 3 deselected. So see this, it is ran, it is passed the regression. Okay. So what is the problem? It is I'm giving a same name here. So that's why it didn't run on this. I'm giving another name for this. So I'm going to run again. See this time we decided 2 items. One is in the regression and regression 2. Both are passed. Okay, this is the way of one thing. Okay, now you can ask me, Prashant, how can I call multiple like markers? Here I have a regression. I'm keeping like sanity here. Think like that. I have sanity in this place. How will run regression sanity together? So for this, I'm going to clear this terminal. You write PyTest -m double quotation regression. If it is regression, run it. Or if it is sanity, that also run it. So then I am giving -v to give a information. See this, 2 items got selected. One is one sanity, one regression. So this is how you want to run. You can ask me, Prashant, how can I give one same test cases for login as well as regression? So how can I do it? Simply, you can give another annotation, PyTest .mark .login. So this test case can run. If I call regression, it will run. If I call login, because run. Because sometimes the same test cases have a multiple way of running. Okay. So if you faced any use, please put me in the comment. If you have any doubts, feel free to ping me. And thanks for joining in. If you like this video, please like and subscribe to your friends. Thanks for joining in.